I want to tell you a little story. I was very fortunate a few years back to be able to attend a leadership conference in my hometown here, and one of the last speakers was one of the most memorable. This individual told a story that is really worth remembering as we continue to be in this mindset of purpose, fulfillment, why. This speaker, he spoke about how his upbringing was less than ideal. He was brought up in a rough situation. Let's just say society probably didn't give him much of a shot at success. And there was someone in his life who actually flat out told him, you'll never amount to anything. You will never be successful. And this lit a fire in this individual's belly. And they said, I'll show you. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to show you I can be everything society defines as success. So he started putting his nose to the grindstone. He studied, got his grades up, was top of his class all the way through to high school, graduated top honors, got a scholarship, went to college, studied, grinded, and again, graduating with high honors, top of his class from college, and then took off for Wall Street. Good old Wall Street, where the typical definition of success can be achieved, right? Now, let's just pause and really quickly say the grinding is so admirable, that fire in the belly, so admirable. Much respect and appreciation for that work ethic. And that work ethic continued. Working in Wall Street, embracing that grind, working, plugging away, doing everything he could, and getting success slowly, moving up the food chain, getting promotions, making more, being able to buy the nice apartment, have some of those fun toys, if you will, the luxury that comes with some success. And one day, after years and years of grinding, finally this guy gets called into his boss's office. Heck, this was his boss's boss type of situation. And the boss, the head honcho of this firm, has a smile on his face and says, "Take a seat. Got some good news for you. You've made it. You have arrived. You're going to get the promotion. You're going to be made partner. You're going to have that office right next to mine. You're going to have that parking spot with the company car that everyone aspires to have one day, and money's not going to be a problem for you anymore. You made it. You're a partner. Congratulations." This guy who's told he couldn't do it, who sought to prove it for years, to prove that he could be successful, got this news, walked back to his current office, shut the door, sat down in his desk, and broke down crying. And they were not tears of joy. They were tears of frustration and shock. Because he had hit this mountain peak that we aspire to reach, that society says we should chase, the peak of absolute money, title, and recognition. He had summited this peak, looked around, and felt nothing. He felt nothing, just emptiness. He had worked all of these years to prove he could hit this societal model of what success looks like. He did it, and he felt nothing. He left his office that day, took the elevator down to the lobby, walked out, got in his car, and he never returned to that job. This person hit what we define as success and realized it was a journey for nothing. And he said, I got to start over. I got to figure this thing out, because this is not the life I want for myself. And there he went, seeking his pursuit for purpose, fulfillment, and why for himself, to say, what is a worthwhile journey? What will people say about my life and what I've left behind? What impact will I truly live based on who I am and what I'm all about? he reflected and again looked at the 3 typical factors that define what we think success is. Money, title, recognition. He looked back on it and he said, you know, there is a point where you need money, but there comes a time where when you get to success and you make money, well, God, money can't be the goal. Money is a vehicle. Money is a vehicle to get you to where you want to go. And after you hit a point where you don't have to worry about, you know, the rent or the mortgage or putting food on the table, and sure, you maybe buy that fun toy, what's the point of all this extra money? To make more of it for the sake of making more money? Gosh, like, money is not important. It's what you do with it. Money is a vehicle to take you places, and he didn't know where he really wanted to go, other than for the sake of making more money, for the sake of making more money. So, okay, money, that's not the purpose. That's not success in of itself. It is a tool. And then he looked back and he thought of the title he was chasing, the recognition. Yeah, in that moment, it felt nice for someone to, acknowledge you, to feel seen and heard. But those were such fleeting moments before he was back to the grind. And he looked back and he realized, I didn't even love what I was doing. I didn't even love the recognition for the job I was in. Quick little moments, but God, that can't be everything. I want something that feels fulfilling and good as I'm in the thick of it, as I'm doing it. Getting promoted in something you hate, does that sound great? Getting recognition for something you don't feel fulfilled by, passionate for, is it really that great? This is an amazing story, a warning for the pitfalls of chasing the typical definition of success. That's not everything. Chasing those 3 things for the sake of achieving them with no clear sense of why you're doing it, that could be a dangerous life. And I want you to consider this, and I hope you consider avoiding this. Years and years of grinding for the money you want to be making tomorrow, only to realize, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't want you to hit your head against the table grinding it out for something you're not passionate about. How can you right now get a grasp on your individual why, your sense of purpose, what leaves you fulfilled in your life, and apply that today to get to success, to know what you're working towards, to know what you're going to do with abundance, and feel good about it? How can we avoid you hitting the peak and feeling empty? That's what we're here to do. In the next few videos, we're going to talk more about how you can find your own personal golden circle, your own personal why, your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. The next video is the first of 2 ways to start this journey. And I want you to understand something. You're going to have to study this for a long time. You are not going to find this overnight, and that's okay. The goal of this is to be a jump start on a wonderful journey for you realizing, who am I, what am I all about, what do I want to accomplish? What is my purpose on this earth? It's a pretty exciting journey. It will take some time and effort, but it is oh so rewarding when you hit that day where you understand what you're working towards, why you do what you do, and can design your life around that. And let abundance come because of that fire you've created, that you've discovered. So, looking forward to this journey. This is one of the best things we get to talk about. One of the most rewarding things and a worthy challenge. So really excited for you to start this next video, and we will see you soon.